with IHG Hotels and Resorts. 20 hotel brands, 6,600 global destinations, one loyalty program.
I grew up in a small town in Indiana. I've always dreamed about finding my birth family since I was young. I adopted my ownership and love both when I was young. So since I was a kid, I always dreamed about coming back, seeing it in person.
See? Whoa!
I still get in the whole right, Well, in the comment, first thing surprised how fast it was. It was just very quick.
Cái gì đó anh biết nha, thì đấy không phải cái này cái đấy không?
First person we ask is the neighbor. This is the house. This is the house. Right here. Yeah, there! Anh nào thì đi. Lên tầng Hải anh lên tầng tiếp rồi.
Biết rồi.
Lên tầng Hải anh.
Có nhiều miếng chết nó.
Cô là hướng không? Chào con. Này con không thể lên vui kìa.
Tôi thấy là tăng không?
Cô về rồi.
Hello. Con cháu đây.
It was a very difficult to work around other people. I did question myself a lot. I remember, trying to be as white as I could be, but still wasn't good enough. And eventually, as I got older, I just accepted who I am.
พี่บาน
This is my end. Okay, so I'll get everyone down there. I'll get everyone here.
Even my mom said that time. I remember the taxi ride picked up my heart and raced. And the closer we got, the more I kind of nervous I got in the way. So we were doing, she's family issues with strangers. So I was a little nervous to see what the first time, but when I saw her, I mean, up the stairs, I can't describe it being so young. It's just, it was a very powerful love that I felt.
Bà ngoại đấy con.
Yeah, your grandmother.
Bà ngoại.
Wow, they're both so short.
Nó quên bà con mà. Nó quên đấy. Tóc dài.
I'm a lot bigger now. Yeah, look at you.
Oh, wow. Once you get to my hair,
Chồng con nha.
This is chụp một cái tóc. Không, cái này là bóng đâu đó.
Yeah. Phải anh thằng con.
She was confused. She was like, am I? She thought I was just a random friend, or you were just a random friend, but no, that's you. You're Haiyan, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Haiyan Naiu, yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'd be wondering, like, where I got my diploma, if I got them from her and my dad.
Hãy thắc mắc là nhìn giống như ai, nhìn giống như là mẹ hay là bố.
Con là bố.
You look like your father.
Really?
Con là bố.
Yeah.
Okay.
You look like con giống không? Giống không?
I can't believe it.
This side, like your cheek area, like that, yeah, that it looks like your father.
Okay. Well, my mom and dad, they had the first child was my older sister. She's married to my child that just turned one.
Đấy anh nhá, đi đâu?
Take off. Aim camera at subject first. Close. Follow. 3, 2, 1.
Anh bị xa lạ quá, con cao trời. Đúng rồi. Wow, các cậu về. Không có để, không có để. Đi cầu phải không? Đi vô.
After we spent time with my mother's family, we spent time with my father's family. And my paternal grandmother. Quite a funny way. Always trying to feed me.
Anh coi rồi. Lúc làm mình nha.
Yeah. Học là con thích gì rồi? Yeah. Yeah. Học là con thích con. Yeah, vâng. Học là con thích rất nhiều. Cảm ơn bạn.
My father was single since he was a boy. My grandmother raised all of them by herself because grandfather passed away during the war. They never found his body.
Your grandmother just asked. Your grandmother just asked, how come your hair is like a girl? This is your dad's brother. Okay. Để cho anh cháu bây giờ đi em cháu gặp đây là cất nước đây em cháu đi giống tành thế này. Đây. That's my oldest brother. That's the oldest brother. Anh vừa mới tới này, anh yên cho.
We're like, y'all are the finally out of it, like, you know what I mean? I know they have words.
Wait. Cao hơn đúng không? Đấy. Cao hơn đúng không? Đấy. Còn không biết nói gì luôn.
He was confused, dude, that's like, it's weird. someone that was like you. My mother and my father met working in Russia, but after they came back, they separated. Sadly, my father passed away when I was 17 from a traffic accident.
其實有得改造冇啊？呢、個改咗變到 i7 咁樣嘅。我中意呢只啊，應該開唔到，冇插電好耐咗咯。呢、個紅色嘅，死仔啊！係多 V 咧。
The level that your mom from, the pictures that you were you able to walk? The picture of you on top of your mother's back. I used to look at those pictures. When I see the woman, you think of it. Yeah, he used to always look at those pictures. Yeah, your dad was very hopeful that your adopted mom would bring you back to hang out and see them.
But I know that not having a kid will help me grow, help me stronger mentally. I never tried like that, really, my whole life. You know, usually I cry is silent. You know, I don't make any noise, but I think I just pain. There's pain like the told me for so many years, you know. Someone like cancer. You really know what's like to have a dad. My mother she's been single my whole life, so she's raised the boy by herself. And you know, I won't ever get to experience having a father. It's very painful for me. At times I question my manhood, you know. I felt like I could be more confident, stronger. And I would get frustrated with myself because I felt like I wasn't meeting my expectations. I still have those questions, you know, like, am I a good man? Like, what is it like to be a man? You know, I want to know. experience it. My father's energy. He was very beloved and kind to everyone, you know. Everyone kept telling me so like, oh, we should take the shot back. I think it's going to give you money. You know, they kept touching me, my hands and my feet and my legs. Like, oh my gosh, you have the same hands as your dad, you have the same legs and feet as him. So it was really nice to be embraced and loved in that way. You know, I never felt anything like that. I talked to his mother when I first met him. We got along really well. It's probably a bit more awkward, but they embraced it. They embraced me. Embraced me before. So I can tell that their love is genuine love. They're very appreciative of the country, relationship with me. For me, embrace is important, but it's who I am, it's where I come from. That's the whole reason I'm here. I feel like if I can embrace myself in it, you know, what's the point of being here? I would just stay in America. Growing up, I did question myself a lot. I did feel like a white person, Asian body, and like Asian culture. Like I wish I had things, you know, like I remember Jeremy Lin was really big, a big inspiration for me. It's like, wow, this is an Asian guy that the American population accepted, like everyone likes him, like that's cool. Coming here and eating new foods like fertilized duck eggs, you know, having a drink and shake hands with a bunch of people. It's different. It's just to get used to, but after all, it's all normal. It's all very comfortable in that environment. Something I'm going to cherish forever, and I'm going to miss it when I get back home to America.
Yeah, she just, the grandmother said that she said the birth mom is not as important as the mother who raised me. Thank you for raising me to adulthood, to become a man, you know, thank you for raising me. Oh, okay, God, thank you. Yeah, anh nói là có lâu lên,
Thì bên đấy là cố gắng học để đi học tập cho nên người có người bên mà nếu mà cháu thì không cháu
I'm gonna miss you today. Đó, cái này. Nên là anh sẽ nhớ bà luôn, nhưng mà anh sẽ trở về. Sẽ trở về. Truly thank you for raising me. Bạn không Đó là gia đình thì bạn cũng cảm giác có rất nhiều tình cảm với nhau. She says you will never forget your love for me.
But now doing my thing, I feel more whole, and I feel like I know who I am and where I come from now. That void in my chest is non-existent now. It's like my heart is full of love now.
Kung kung sana sang những lượngที่mình chỉ chỗ à
Please stop. You're asking me to take your hair. Friday before we come back here. đẹp trai đấy, đẹp trai very handsome, very
Come
handsome.
on, come on, come on.
Đẹp trai là đẹp trai cho khỏe mà, anh đi cho khỏe hẳn thì cháu ạ. Now you look so much healthier. Đó, khỏe hẳn. Yeah, you look healthier. He's like Ben used to have long hair, now he has got short hair. Yeah.
Okay bro, okay. Ba cãi ngon mẹ. Trộn xia đeo quyển à. Đeo quyển trộn xia đeo. Cùng mồi nghi.
You don't want to, I see like.
Đừng nghe đi shop ăn. Đừng nghe đi ngủ lên bàn nha mẹ nó.
They're very like.
À, hồ
They
si.
want me to like. Now I'm just proud of where I come from, who I am. I really respect the cultures. Early on, like family, they always prioritize family. Family comes first before anything else. I really admire that about the culture.
Anh em đi cho nó mạnh khỏe nhá, cho nó thuận lợi nhá. Con ở đây con mạnh khỏe nhá.
Đi đâu thì được rồi.
Anh
Con lát đi này. Con bên này em gặp rồi.
Cảm ơn anh.
When it comes to filling a job, there's a stack of documents involved. Whether it's adding business details, correcting typos, or organizing pages, Adobe Acrobat makes it easy to onboard a new client.
When I first fell in love with the East, deeply and hopelessly, it was something like this. Watching delicate fingers opening a nasi lemak.
Nasi lemak, that one Uncle Roger eat every day in my childhood for breakfast.
A sexy little package of rice and sambal.
This is the first time Uncle Roger hear anyone say it's sexy. Sweet, oh. That one Uncle Roger, big fan of Anthony Bourdain, rest in peace. Remember this and nephew, this food show come out in early 2000. And back in those days, anytime there white guy traveling to Asia to make food show, they always eat weird things like snake, scorpion, brain, and Uncle Roger went to tell those people.
Brain,
"Don't
eat the
that
brain
anymore. We eat back now." Anyway, today we're going to see when Anthony Bourdain traveled to Uncle Roger's home country, Malaysia.
Penang, little known in the West, is an island located off the northwest coast of Malaysia on the Malacca Straits. General consensus throughout Malaysia says that this is the food capital of the entire region.
Correct. Malaysia already got best food in world, and Penang got best food in Malaysia. So if you love
I
food,
don't hear
you
it.
have to visit
Hey,
Penang.
hello.
And
I don't
make
hear.
good choice.
I'm meeting up with my old friend David Moggy, who previously showed me through Kuala.
That right. Every Uber in Malaysia look like this.
We've arranged to meet at the enormous CF Market, where many of Penang's former street vendors have been assembled in one place.
Penang,
This
Penang.
is what a food court should be.
Penang.
What? No, don't compare our hawker center like this to food court. This way better. Hawker center is like food court on crack. Listen, have you ever been to food court? It's always so depressing. It's always in some basement of some mall, no window, no fresh air. Sure, they serve food, but going to any food court, there's no smell of food, there's no atmosphere, nothing. But
yes.
go anywhere.
I agree with you. Hey, hello, I agree with you.
Bright lights, smell of food, sound of cooking. Don't compare this to food court. Food court like concentration camp for food.
I've been to Malaysia a number of times, and the steady drumbeat from a sizable number of people is this is where the food is. Okay, it's good here, but Penang is, we have to tell me,
Yes.
why here?
And that's because everything, the entire social landscape and climate puts the culinary experience first. What makes me
Look at how skilled they are.
stream from
Woo!
We settle on pork meat, traditional Hokkien Chinese noodles,
Nice.
food Penang style.
Pork meat, also known as wonton meat in Malaysia, is another one of Uncle Roger's favorite. Delicious savory sauce, wonton, springy noodle. Just enough vegetables so your mom think it healthy. Good memory from childhood. That what Uncle Roger eat after school. This noodle actually similar noodle to ramen noodle because it has alkaline component in there. Make it springy, make it good texture. That's why Uncle Roger always preferred Asian noodle to pasta. Because pasta, Italian people try to copy our noodle, but they forgot alkaline solution. That's why the pasta texture not as nice. Come, Italian people, come, cancel me.
Oh, awesome. Totally perfect.
wonton noodles.
And we always serve chili like this, straight in spoon, so you don't need extra sauce dish. No need to do so many dishes.
This is exactly and totally what I needed, right?
So the contents of your spoon will
right.
take you right back where you belong.
I'm watching how you do this.
Mix together, nice.
A little bit on the side and use your way into it.
Oh, yeah. Wow, this is like,
Wow.
to
Hey.
make me happy.
If you want to eat delicious noodle like this, you can't afford to fly to Malaysia, then you should get Uncle Roger.
Commercial break.
So quickly. So Uncle Roger doing second drop for all. This second drop gonna be last drop also. But Uncle Roger hear all your comments. Many nieces and nephews say, why this instant noodle so expensive? That's because this not instant noodle. This restaurant quality product you can make at home, made with real crab. You can't compare to instant packet or cup noodle. And
Another common comment, Uncle Roger, shipping for this $20. Why shipping so expensive? I know, $20 crazy, but Uncle Roger just learned shipping frozen food very hard, you know? And to ship with dry ice in big box, so when this get to you, it's still frozen and fresh. Otherwise the seafood, the crab in there gonna go bad. But here what you get to, you get free shipping if you spend $99 or more on Mila website. So go on there, buy 2-pack chili crab pasta, 1-pack dumpling, also delicious, and 1 steamer for dumpling. Ta-da! Free shipping. And use code Uncle Roger for 10% off. So go click link in description now to buy. And if after all that you still feel this too expensive for you, Uncle Roger understand. Your wallet too weak. What is this 9-piece rave music?
Every time I come to Malaysia, there's one thing I gotta have. Laksa.
Laksa,
It's
nice.
everything I love in one bowl.
Everything I love in one bowl. This bowl better have MSG and my ex-wife obituary.
I want to share this with you. The joy of a simple bowl of noodles and spicy stuff. Laksa. How about the kuching stuff? The Oreo, I've never had this, and all the smart-ass foodies say this is the wow.
Laksa is Malaysian soup noodle dish. So many different variations of laksa entering in Penang right now. So in Penang, the special version of laksa is called Asam laksa. Asam means sour in Malay. The broth more sour, more fishy, sweet, salty, everything. All the flavor attack you like how Uncle Roger attacked Jamie Oliver. Woo! Yeah!
Wow, that's pretty awesome. Now, I would be criminally remiss if I didn't tell you what was in this bloody magnificent dish.
Okay, tell us.
For the record, there's this, and also some of this, and this. Also, lots and lots of this.
What?
Not to rub it in, but you just cannot have too much of this. Oh no.
What the hell?
Did I mention these? No. That too. And that's all it is.
Anthony, you have to fire your food researcher. You need to name the ingredient, do your research. Food show without research, then you're just going on vacation. Okay, niece and nephew, let Uncle Roger help.
So, for the record,
Get rice noodle.
this, and also some,
Like laksa leaf, mint, cucumber, onion,
also lots of
that broth, fish-based tamarind broth, prawn paste, chili, and that special ingredient, that is torched ginger flour. In Malay, we call it bunga kantan. This very specific ingredient, Uncle Roger never eat this before outside of Southeast Asia. It has very delicious floral taste that right outside of Malaysia. You cannot get Asam laksa dish this good because it makes this important flour.
and that's all it is.
See, niece and nephew, that's why if you like food, you have to travel to Uncle Roger country, Malaysia, because so many ingredients we don't export. You can't get it outside of this country. And by the way, another reason to go Malaysia, Uncle Roger actually gonna open my very first restaurant over there for you. Coming soon later this year. But shh, don't tell anyone, okay? It's a little secret. Just for loyal niece and nephew watching this video.
So, lots and lots of this. Not to rub it in, but you just cannot have too much of this. Oh no, got to have it.
See, the broth go in bowl and come back out and go back in because we want to mix everything together. Give you some broth, give you some fish meat in the broth, everything mixing. And that is why in Asia you can't survive if you have food allergy. No way you can separate out all the allergens, they all mixing together. In Asia, if you have allergy, you just die. Simple. You call it contamination. Uncle Roger call it flavor.
Wow, this is Caribbean with a more sour component. Strong fish stock.
Correct.
Almost like a southern French fish stock. Made from mackerel.
Mackerel, correct. Some tamarind, some fish bone also. Roger can smell it.
Spicy stuff that comes in a bowl. You would really like this.
This is not fair. Uncle Roger reviewing this late night here in LA. Now I'm hungry. Where I can get this? I need to kidnap this Laksa uncle, bring him over here, and see, he even dressed like me.
Imagine a world.
Another uncle would dress like me also. Malaysia is just home country of Uncle Rogers.
Imagine a world without traditional fast food outlets. You know, the usual suspects clogging up our mini malls.
No, every country needs fast food chain. Where else shitty teenager gonna work?
Imagine we had individually owned and operated joints serving stuff like this all over America. Can you imagine how delicious that would be? That is like hearty, spicy. Look at that magical broth they got simmered away over there. The Box Apart the first to do this. Assam the first to the tamarind component. Making it were sour, big flavor profile. Probably traceable to Thai influence.
Suddenly you do research.
I actually know what I'm talking about. Nothing told me 5 minutes earlier. Wow, I almost said yummy there. What's happening to me?
Anthony, nothing wrong with saying yummy. That what Uncle Roger say when I orgasm.
If you're in Penang, then you might swing by New Lane.
New Lane, another famous street in
Wonderland.
famous for food.
This is exactly where I wanted to be since I said
Street food, beautiful. Night market.
fried oyster. That is a Wonderland.
The classic food now.
Prawns. Wow.
Here we call it water chicken.
Correct. Anytime you want to eat something weird, just call it chicken. Then it's not so weird. Remember in the beginning of video, Uncle Roger said I eat back? That's because the guy tricked me. He said it cave chicken.
Okay, meat, curry meat, satay.
All the best of the night.
Tonight's order of business is a chocolate chow.
Chocolate down nice?
Chow here.
Okay, we're gonna order from the lady over there.
Char Kway Teow is food Penang most known for in our version of Pad Thai and Thai dish and everything. Uncle Roger love you, but Char Kway Teow better.
Frying chocolate for over 20 years. It's a husband and wife team, and they took over from their parents.
Literally meaning stir-fried rice cake strips. There are many versions. Well, first of all, what are the ingredients of a classic chow kway teow?
Okay, start off with lard.
But correct?
Pork fat, really important.
Hot, so haram, but so delicious.
Little
Haram
flour.
thôi, haram.
One good.
Noodles,
Hôm nay chúng ta
Noodle is rice noodle.
Cái này mới ngon này, chứ à.
Bean sprouts,
Bean sprout correct.
chili, broccoli,
Garlic chili good.
and then this special, the really
Oh, this one so many gold in here.
sauce.
Gold chain.
Sauce, correct?
Evil soy sauce. Every
Black
store has its own secret recipe.
Right. And they're not gonna tell you what recipe it is. Usually char kway teow sauce, we have soy sauce, dark soy sauce, oyster sauce, sugar, caramel sauce, and of course MSG. But everybody has their own secret recipe. And by the way, Uncle Roger don't know why I'm reviewing this master char kway teow. Uncle Roger just food YouTuber talking shit. This woman is pro. They're like Justin Bieber reviewing Mozart.
They cook at home.
that murky mystery sauce.
Yep.
Look at that.
You know, it's so dark.
The banana leaf.
But the secret of a good char kway teow is the heat of the frying pan.
Ah.
Never be able to do a really good char kway teow at home.
You're talking about wok hei?
Some of these frying pans are generations old. So thick, they're so well seasoned.
It's not an actual ingredient, but it's an important ingredient. The wok, what's it called? Wok?
Hey,
See? Wok hei fui. Oh. This auntie, I think she my long lost sister.
Essentially, it's the wok itself.
and a new wok will burn. Whereas this one with that same heat doesn't. It just caramelizes.
That's why Uncle Roger want to pass down my wok to generation. That's why my kids gonna get on their wedding day. My old wok, they're way better than any diamond ring bullshit.
Right, this is deep roots cooking here.
And did you like this little extra touch?
Little banana leaf.
Yeah. Because you know why? That also adds to the taste. When the very hot noodles hit it, it cooks it slightly, and senses aroma through the noodles, and it also adds to it as well.
That right, correct?
A lot of pretty food on this screen, brightly colored, all different textures. This is not the most attractive looking dish in the world. A bit of what it reminds me of is pretty brown and murky looking.
Food don't need to be pretty. Okay, don't judge book by cover. Don't judge noodle by color. You want pretty food? Just go eat at some stupid Michelin star place. The chef there, they use sauce to make little dot on plate. Who want to eat dot? They try to eat food. Try to art and craft bullshit. Hiya.
It's delicious. This is just so comforting.
We grew up eating this.
See, you dress like me also.
This is a typical example of how Malaysians don't care about where we eat.
That right.
As long as the food is good. I mean, we sit by the roadside, by drain, stray dogs with cats wandering around, petrol fumes,
Yeah.
mixed with the chili and lard.
Not a problem for me.
It's not a problem for us too.
This auntie know what she's talking about. Our food's so good, you're gonna eat at side of street. Noise, pollution, traffic. Nobody care. You just enjoy. We like that atmosphere. We like that noise. Go to any fancy white people restaurant. It's too stressful. It's too quiet. It's so serious. Too many white tablecloth. Every table look like ghosts.
I don't know. I think I've crossed the line somewhere because this is exactly the environment I like.
We love our food, don't we?
Also, I'm a big fan of sitting on these things.
The classic plastic chair, stackable, very space efficient. All you need is chair. Fancy restaurant, all their chair got like got seat back. Who that for? People with weak spine, is it? Uncle Roger, very sad that I will never get to meet Anthony Bourdain. Uncle Roger like to think if we meet in real life, we will get along because Anthony loves authenticity, humble food, and talking shit about Jamie Oliver. Just like me. Rest in peace, Uncle Tony.
Why is eating food? Then I'm drying the between. Oh my god! What happened to this computer, bro?
This week on Undercover Boss Canada, the head of a construction giant straps on a tool belt for the first time in 30 years.
Because we're on diesel, it's long enough.
And his work week turns into one of the most emotionally intense hours of the season.
That's all I can hope for is a miracle now. I just don't know what else to do.
Well, talk to you about maybe what else we can do.
Andy Clark is about to swap his regular office attire for a hard hat and safety glasses to work in disguise as one of his own laborers.
It's like you're a girl right now. You don't want to get dirty.
Well, did you cut yourself there?
When his week of secret inspection is up, he'll summon everyone he's met to HQ to make their Friday unbelievably special.
Are you kidding? Oh my God.
That's fantastic.
Because this is Undercover Boss Canada. With the world economy in a fragile state, top corporations must adapt to survive. The bosses of some of Canada's biggest companies are about to take extreme action. To stay ahead of the game, they're going undercover in their own organizations. 150,000 construction firms battle it out nationwide for business every year. And the construction industry in Western Canada is in overdrive.
What do you mean by
I'm Andy Clark.
Western?
I'm the founder and executive chairman of Clark Builders.
Western.
We have about 800 employees. We do about $600 million worth of work every year. We build everything from schools to high-rises to industrial plants to warehouses and a whole lot of things in between. I was born in Brownsburg, Quebec. Growing up on the farm was a little bit like boot camp from age 4.
Wow.
My dad ruled with an iron hand. And one of my dad's most common expressions was, how useless I was and how I'd never amount to a hill of beans, no respect. And so what it really gave me as a gift going forward in
in my life was the importance of treating people with respect. The day I finished high school, I left the farm, came west and worked for my Uncle Murray in construction. I worked for him 5 years, then he sent me to Yellowknife to do a couple projects. It was outdoors, it was creative, it was building things. I was just like a duck to water. While working on those projects, I was approached by a local business guy who wanted me to build a shop for him. And that was the start of Clark Builders. About 11 years ago, I found a 24-acre, I guess you'd call it a hobby farm, outside of the city. It's just beautiful. Yeah, they say you can take the boy out of the country, but you can't take the country out of the boy. It's a great balance for the intensity of construction to come home to a loving family. Penny and I have been married 13.5 years now. I have 4 children from the previous marriage, and she has 2. I got 3 grandkids. I feel pretty fortunate.
It tastes good, Dad. Perfectly cooked.
I'm probably never happier than when I have the whole gang together. Growth is in Clark Builders' DNA, and our growth and our capacity is completely limited to the number of quality people that we have. Whether a guy's wearing a blue shirt or a white shirt, it doesn't matter. And I want to make sure that respect is paramount out in our field crews so that they'll work together as a team, because it's really maximizing the team effort that can separate our company from others. Thank you all for coming. There's something important I want to talk to you about. We've grown so much the last few years. Just want to make sure that the culture and passion of our people hasn't been changed or watered down. So I'm going to do something drastic. I'm going to wear a disguise, and I'm going to go work undercover on a number of sites. I'm sure we'll find areas where we can improve. From there, hopefully, we can make some plans to take this business to a new level.
For him to actually get back on site and take a pulse of how we're doing is fabulous.
While I'm undercover, I'm going to tell everybody my name is Eddie Green. I'm a farmer from Quebec. The farm's failing now, and I'm searching for work in construction. And I'll tell them I'm being followed by a camera crew as part of a construction documentary. Your new husband.
He honestly looks so different, even close up. It's the most.
I think my dad looks amazing. He's like a very typical laborer in the construction field.
I'm going to miss you all, but thanks for your love.
Our clients trust us to keep their sensitive.
Adobe.
Adobe Acrobat. One of the things I hope to learn out there is the core values that our field crews had some years ago and are still there, that our company's living up to our reputation. I'm a little nervous. Am I going to be able to keep up with the guys? I don't know. I'm sure Zach's going to try. But, you know, 62 years old, not in that good a shape. We're going to find out.
Coming up, his first day on the job, and Andy crosses the line.
It's not the straightest of cuts.
No, it's not.
And later, an unexpected intervention.
Things are right to me. I just couldn't end my day without doing what I could.
Yesterday, clean-shaven Andy Clark had the top job at Clark Builders. But in the last 24 hours, he's taken on a new identity and is now a trainee in the construction company that he built from the ground up.
This is where I started the business 38 years ago. I look across the skyline and see all the growth. Gives you a sense of pride knowing that your company's probably built more buildings in this town than anybody else. 2 of my children were born here. Everywhere I look, there's memories. I had trouble sleeping last night. Today, I'm really going to be looking to make sure that those core values, the corporate standards, are as strong here as they are anywhere else in our company. For me to put my tool belt on and walk out onto a site, I was so excited about it. Hey. Hi, Eddie.
Hi, Rachel.
I'm going to be working with a lady today, so it's going to be real interesting to see how today goes.
Have you ever been involved in the construction industry?
Oh, when I was young, probably about your age, I worked at it for a few years.
Yeah.
If you could just turn her on. Sweet.
Rachel is unaware that the new guy on site is her boss working in disguise.
We're building an apartment complex here. You have to do vacuum for the kitchen?
When I was in the trade 30 years ago,
Yeah.
I never saw a woman on a work site.
Just treat me like one of the guys.
Okay, just treat you like one of the guys.
It's interesting being the only woman on the site. It is a very physically demanding job. And you're working with guys all day, and guys don't have the greatest manners. I'll take an 11-inch rep at 87.5, please.
Please, they never said please when I was doing construction.
Yeah, see, I mean, typically they don't.
Really?
I'm just not a jerk.
Please.
But
Please
she's a
lah.
jack of all trades, and her building skills go from frame to finish.
Oh, wow.
Sit there, Lord, you cut the wrong piece, so hope it's long enough.
I had a rookie mistake. I went and cut the wrong width of board the right length. I feel kind of dumb about it. Rusty.
And then I need one at 87.5 and one at 92.
You know, he's been out of the game for a couple of years. He's just not comfortable.
I'm finding it difficult with that saw because it throws so much dust down on the line that it's difficult to see the line.
Not the straightest of cuts.
No, it's not.
You want to have a look down there?
Oh, cute, eh? Rachel's a keener. She's got a pretty responsible mind and attitude. Do you get to complain about the kind of saws you're getting sometimes?
You gotta be quick and get the saw you want first thing in the morning.
Really?
Yes.
We really need to pay attention to all of the tools we put on our work sites to make sure that we have the ones that are most efficient for our tradespeople.
Okay, this is a plumbing wall.
Right.
So we have to fire rate it first. Let's put on 2 layers of drywall here. We have a lot to do today. We gotta get this framing done so the boarders can get their boarding done, so the electricians can get it. It's all boom, 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 boom.
If Andy screws up the drywall, waiting tradesmen won't be able to tape and mud it, and the entire team will be behind schedule.
Slow down, Tiger. That's a good way to get a drywaller
I'm sorry with you.
to yell at you. Oh man, oh man, oh man.
How's that?
We just gotta get up top there.
What do we do up there?
Well, the last
Oh,
one.
thanks, boss. How do the tradespeople treat you?
There's two types of guys, right? The ones that just treat you like one of the guys, and then the ones that just want to do everything for you because they feel you can't do anything.
Getting qualified tradespeople is a real challenge these days, and maybe we're missing good people just because of some biases from yesteryear.
Are they almost done there, slip over?
Yeah, well, I guess I could cut up talk. I was so interested.
Yeah, actually, the thing is, if you cannot talk and work at the same time, you should not work and talk.
Oh, okay.
I think it's a chatty Cathy. The man just likes to speak.
What about washroom? Is it all the same, or?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Is that right?
It's pretty gross. Sometimes actually I drive home. Can you get it in?
Oh, give it a go. She has to go off-site to go to the cam, and it's not good. We're gonna have to look into having his and hers porta potties on site so that our women on site can go and use them. What did you do before you came here?
I was running a group home, and I did not like it at all. It was teenage girls.
Oh, wow.
So that's a rough crowd. So I quit my job. So I was like, why don't you get into the trades? And I totally wish I started right in high school.
Yeah.
Like, I love it every day. I love it. Like, I wake up excited to go to work. This is fun.
What do you do when you're not driving nails?
I do some pottery.
Really?
I'm a member of the board and raise funds for the arts and crafts guild. But we gotta get back to work.
Okay.
Break's over.
Yep.
So, we gotta go check on something upstairs.
I'll try and have it framed up by the time you're back.
That would be fantastic.
It feels great to be building things. It really does.
Oh, never shoot towards yourself. Tell me you're not gonna do that.
Oh, okay.
Please, you never
Not a
ever
good
want to
idea.
do that. I'm so glad I caught Eddie when I did. Something looks wrong here. You put one on the wrong side.
I wouldn't have done that, would I?
Yeah. This is starting to frustrate me a little bit.
Nail studded wrong side of the line. Good to see that Rachel's on top of me and doesn't let me miss anything. Oh, so my tradespeople are pretty thoughtful with their own experience, ensuring the stuff's done right the first time. I like that, because that's what builds a bottom line. That's what builds our reputation. Did my heart good to see that today. Well, I expected I was coming to work today with a guy, but it's been delightful, so
Excellent.
thanks very much.
No problem.
You
Good
take
luck.
care. Yeah,
Bye.
you bet. The core values that we set up many years ago were really set up with man in mind. And with women now on the work site, we're going to have to take another look at that.
Coming up, Andy struggles with the winds of change.
Ooh, Turner.
And later, a daring decision.
I need to tell you, John, that not a degree. Oh,
Working in disguise on his own building sites, Andy Clark has become a safety hazard.
Oh, never shoot toward yourself. Tell me you're not going to do that. Don't do that. That's...
construction projects need any number of tools and supplies on their site, repaired, maintained, brought to the site, taken back to the shop. I want to see if there's some areas in the warehouse operation, the delivery operation, where we can find some more efficiencies. You ready?
Yes, sir. Hey,
I'm Eddie.
Hey, and I deliver all the supplies and tools to all of our sites here in Edmonton and surrounding area. Every site you have to have your safety stuff on, hard hat.
Today I'm a swamper. A swamper is the guy that rides along with the driver and helping load and unload the trucks. Holy crow. This is a big piece of work.
Good. You guys did get out of the truck without his hard hat on. You got right up on the truck. I better slow down there.
Hey?
Hard hat.
Oh. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, I got it.
Got that one?
Going to come over here with me. We gotta return a bunch of tools here. I didn't know we were going to be returning, so
Okay.
yeah, what I'm doing here is getting the number off the tool.
I don't see the numbers. Greg's taking a long time writing down all the numbers on all of the
Surrounding area.
construction projects need any number of tools and supplies on their site, prepared.
Excellent.
Thanks very much.
No problem.
You
Good
take
luck.
care. Bob with me and doesn't let me miss anything.
Oh, son of a gun.
My tradespeople are pretty thoughtful, thorough, experienced, ensuring the stuff's done right the first time. I like that, because that's what builds a bottom line. That's what builds a reputation. Did my heart good to see that today. I expected I was coming to work today with a guy, but it's been delightful, so
Excellent.
thanks very much.
No problem.
You
Good
take
luck.
care. Yeah,
Bye.
you bet. The core values that we set up many years ago were really set up with man in mind. And with women now on the work site, we're going to have to take another look at that.
Coming up, Andy struggles with the winds of change.
Ooh, Turner.
And later, a daring decision.
I need to tell you, John, that not a degree. Oh,
Working in disguise on his own building sites, Andy Clark has become a safety hazard.
Oh, never shoot toward yourself. Tell me you're not going to do that. Don't do that. That's...
construction projects need any number of tools and supplies on their site, prepared, maintained, brought to the site, taken back to the shop. I want to see if there's some areas in the warehouse operation, the delivery operation, where we can find some more efficiencies. You ready?
Yes, sir. Hey,
I'm Eddie.
Hey, and I deliver all the supplies and tools to all of our sites here in Edmonton and surrounding area. Every site you have to have your safety stuff on, hard hat.
Today I'm a swamper. A swamper is the guy that rides along with the driver and helping load and unload the trucks. Holy crow. This is a big piece of work.
Good. You guys did get out of the truck without his hard hat on. You got right up on the truck. I better slow down there.
Hey?
Hard hat.
Cool. Thanks, bud.
Yeah, I got.
You got that one?
You're gonna come over here with me. We gotta return a bunch of tools here. I didn't know we were gonna be returning, so
Okay.
yeah, what I'm doing here is getting the number off the tool.
Greg's taken a long time writing down all the numbers on all of the tools, and if they could all be barcoded, he could have a scanner. I'm sure it would make his job easier and faster, which of course goes right to the bottom line. So this was a bit of a surprise to you to have to take all this stuff back.
The next day we're going to is the only one I knew I was gonna pick up, so the sign flew over anyway.
Must be the farmer in me. I kind of knew that might happen.
Alright.
Oh,
I don't. This is. Ooh, burner.
With Asana, you can manage any kind of work. From project intake, to campaign management, to strategic planning, or anything else your team works on. Asana works for you. Try it for free at asana.com.
Everything is right. Hey Bruce, it's Greg with CBR. I'll be to you in about 20 minutes, half hour. Thanks.
Because Greg's workload has unexpectedly increased, workers at his next job site are kept waiting for their tools.
Most frustrating is trying to get to the sites on time, and if I wasn't told, I'd be picking up tools that they need to send back. That does delay my schedule that I've already had planned.
so how many years you worked for this company? Just over 2 years.
I did work in the glass industry for almost 20 years.
Really?
The economy went. I moved to Calgary. My wife, she knew nobody in Calgary. All her family is here. And back then, when we were all still fairly young, right? The family was more tight than anything, right? Unfortunately, over the years, we've lost a fair bit of family members.
I had quite a scare. The youngest daughter, she started not feeling well. She had low back pain, and then the MRI showed that she had a tumor in her spine about the size of a little finger. Well, turned out, fortunately, it wasn't cancerous, but
it's a tough subject for me too. Actually, my daughter passed away from cancer. So sorry. Yeah, I didn't want to stop you because it's a tough subject for me. It's coming to that. It'll be the second year coming up here fairly soon, right? And both my wife and I were pretty much screwed up last year at this time, and we try to pick each other up.
I found myself fighting back tears because what he experienced was the nightmare that I thought I might have experienced when my daughter had a tumor in her back, and so my heart really goes out to the poor guy. You take some holidays to try and get away, or?
We went and played golf a couple of times and whatever, but we still have another daughter, and she took holidays so she could hang with her mom for a couple of weeks. If I talk about it anymore, it'll throw me off for the rest of the day. So I just got a little box of stuff for you. Hopefully you're not sending anything back. Hang on. Right here. Almost full of tools here, so actually all that scaffold that we sent here just last week he wants to send it all back. We're gonna have to swing back and grab it.
We'll get her picked up for tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll let you go, Corey, and we'll be heading back to you right away.
But it's maybe a 16-foot deck instead of a 12-foot deck. Maybe you could order all that stuff on and save the second foot to the site. Then they let you could use a bigger truck, but somebody could have done what they do. seen a number of things today that I think are great ideas, and so get back to the office, our management group will be talking about some of these.
This is Law Stewart.
Appreciate your help today, that was great. Thank you again, and all the best to you and your wife, and your family. We appreciate that. You too, guys. Take care. All the best.
Yeah, same to you.
Greg's story about his daughter really hit me hard. I just couldn't bear the thought of losing my loved one. When the doctor came out of 8 hours of surgery and told me the she was going to be okay.
It's life, you know.
It really reminded me how every day that we're given is a gift, and I want to make every day that I have with my family members the best day possible.
Coming up,
Whoa!
blood,
Did you cut yourself there?
sweat,
I think I'm showing my 52 years.
and secrets.
So I'm talking about maybe what else we can do.
Building boss Andy Clark has been getting a close look at what drives the bottom line.
We could use a bigger truck. We've only been in Calgary for about 10 or 12 years, so we have great growth aspirations here, so it's critical that every project we take on is done to the very best of our standards. Reputation's all you have in this business.
Are you Jordan? I am, yes. There you are. Eddie, nice to meet you.
Today, Andy's working with Foreman Jordan. His John his crew on schedule, right from demolition to rebuild.
So we're going to be demoing a bathroom.
I'm gonna just take my shirt off.
The one rule, there's a 6-inch sleeve requirement. Unfortunately, you probably will have to put back on your shirt.
Oh, really?
You want to have the nose pinch on the top for you.
I was in construction, I don't think they even had these
Yeah,
things
that's not-
enough to have a 6-inch shirt sleeve either.
I don't know if you had to even wear clothes. Things have definitely changed since Eddie was working before. Back then, safety wasn't as much of a concern. We'll maybe smash a hole here,
Yeah.
and then we'll start pulling back. It is definitely a job that requires physical strength and physical stamina.
You know, as a foreman, he had no qualms about picking up tools, getting his hands dirty, and that really impressed me.
But Jordan's not too impressed with the new guy. He's putting them both in danger.
You might want to smash it up a little in pieces just because if something this big falls down on you, that's going to cause quite a bit of pain. I think he definitely needs to slow down, not be so rammy about it. I know we're doing demo, but piece by piece, not the whole building at a time. Eddie definitely looked like he was laboring a little for breath at times. Whoa, it's a little bit like work. Yeah, it's weird, eh?
Yeah, I think I'm showing my years. How long have you been in this business?
You know what? I've been off and on since I finished high school 11 years ago.
How do you find Clark to work for?
You'll never find the perfect employer, ever. Being Clark, Calgary, you sometimes feel like the little sister, and there's resentment from one side to the
I
next.
really didn't like hearing about differences between Edmonton and Calgary. I mean, I think the spirit with which I tried to build the business is all about unity and about family. So obviously with growth, some things have changed and we've got some work to do there. Is there a superintendent or the head HR guy here or somebody that you could talk to about some of these inequities?
I'm not sure. I'm sure I could talk to a lot of people about it,
Yeah.
but is there someone in place for me to have these discussions and have them kept confidential?
I said, we need to create a safe environment where good ideas can be brought forth so we can build a better company with these better ideas.
Oh, did you cut yourself there?
Hey? Oh, it must have been a long time ago.
Here.
Oh,
What about here? I thought I saw one actually here too. So why don't we go down? We'll wipe it off, make sure, because with all the dust and stuff.
okay.
At Career Legal, we're dealing with contracts daily. With Adobe Acrobat AI Assistant, we can get to the main.
I wish I could clone Jordan. He's big, he's strong, he's got an incredible attitude, very helpful, very respectful.
You got any kids?
Yeah, mine are mostly grown up. I've been married 30 years, so.
Wow. My parents, I think they just had their 35th.
Is that right?
My dad is my work ethic.
Yeah.
He's my hero that way, and he actually works for Clark as well. He's a site super for them.
My dad was kind of a mixed blessing for me, so certainly taught me the work ethic. But he had a tough side to him. It was actually my uncle that kind of took me under his wing and was more of a dad to me than my own dad. But
yeah, my dad is one of the most generous people you ever meet in your life. Because of that, that's sort of made me and my wife desire to show that love to others as well. We're actually looking at fostering. Who knows, we might have 100 kids by the time we're done.
So you've got a heart just this big.
It's been amazing for sure. We should probably get back, get a little more done today, and
absolutely. It just makes me really happy for him. And it's a reminder for me as a father of how important our father-child relationships are.
We'll sweep this area into a pile for now.
So a big strong boy like you must play some sports?
I'm a big sports guy, but I don't get too much time to play it yet. But yeah, I'm a big NFL fan. Die-hard Vikings fan. Now while you're doing that, I'll grab a bin, and then we'll shovel her in and get this garbage gone, and we'll be pretty much close to the end of the day by then, I'm sure.
My worry's always been that as the company gets bigger, we're going to lose some of our passion and some of our competitive edge with it. But when I look at guys like Jordan, I'm really excited about our business going forward. Why don't you shovel it on to me? I got the bigger shovel here.
Hey, says who?
They're the ones that are going to help us to continue to grow and grow in the future.
I really enjoyed working with you today.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it very much.
Okay.
Wow. Pretty darn tough right now. You wake up in the morning, I check to see if she's still alive.
And later, how will Rachel, Jordan, and Greg react when they learn that Andy's the boss?
Are you kidding? Oh my God.
That's fantastic.
Construction magnate Andy Clark has returned to Edmonton and is about to start his final day working undercover.
Today I'm going to go work on one of our small projects. We have a small projects division in our company for projects about $2 million and under. Hopefully I can learn some things that I can take back to our management group so we can run that division even better than we are right now.
Hi there.
Are you John?
I'm John. How you doing?
Good. I'm Eddie.
So,
what are we doing here today?
there's lots of cleanup here, I'll tell you. We gotta get all this concrete off here. We've got the backfilling company coming in here, so.
That has to be all broke up then.
Yeah. No stranger to a sledgehammer, right?
Oh. John's an all-round handyman, and he's got a hand in everything.
I love being in special projects. Even the superintendents swing a hammer and get on the shovel if need be. A lot of the guys on special projects are trained in everything in construction. So right from A to Z, we can do it. That's a lot of work, eh?
Yeah.
Get your old cardio going.
My back's a little sore. Using this sledgehammer, it's tough stuff.
We're going to be pushing all these bars sideways,
right,
and get them out of the way for safety-wise. You can grab that big screwdriver there and start twisting these snap ties off.
Okay.
Where are you from?
I'm from the Ottawa Valley.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. And you?
I'm from Northwestern Ontario. There's just not enough work back home. Best thing I ever did was come out here. It's a great company.
They put you on small projects, is that it?
Well, I was on Main Street for the longest time, and my wife was diagnosed with cancer about 18, 19 months ago. And so they gave her 3 to 5 months to live if nothing worked, and 8 to 10 months of everything worked. So I thought I wasn't going to waste another moment in my life. You know, I got to the point where we were dying for money. Like, we didn't know what was going to happen. I ended up going to Clark, and Gerald came forward. I borrowed $5,000 from them.
Gerald Clark's my younger brother, and he heads up all of our site HR. I didn't know when he done. It just did my heart good to know that he'd done that. So how is she now?
She's really sick.
I'm sorry.
It's pretty darn tough right now.
I can't imagine.
You wake up in the morning, I check to see if she's still alive. We were hoping that she was going to be able to go on to have it removed, eh?
Yeah.
But because it's moved a little bit to another couple different little spots, and they couldn't operate on her because, you know, you're so close to death that she wouldn't be able to fight anything else that might come up.
Well, brother, my prayer is going to be that you have a miracle in your life.
That's all I can hope for is a miracle now.
Yeah.
I just don't know what else to do. You want to stop for a lunch break?
Yep.
We'll come back at her and finish her up after lunch.
Hello, Fort Builders.
Gerald, how are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
I just called to tell you that I'm out here in St. Albert working on this bank job with John. You've helped him out, I understand, and boy, he told me a story this morning, and
yeah, he and his wife have had a pretty rough journey here to travel along, and it's gone on for a while.
when I get back into the office, I want to talk to you about maybe what else we can do.
Yeah. Okay. No, I'd be happy to work with you on that.
Anyway, thanks again for all the good things you keep doing.
All right. Thanks, Mo.
Okay, take care. Have a good afternoon.
Okay.
Bye.
Coming up, there's a desperate phone call.
Got a bit of an emergency.
Clark Builders founder and executive chairman Andy Clark is having the toughest week of his career.
It's like you're a girl right now. You don't want to get dirty.
He swapped his home on the range for a massive change.
Whoa, I think I'm showing my ears. I never saw a woman on a work site.
But since becoming one of his own laborers, he's been gaining valuable insight into the company he built and the workers he's hired.
I've enjoyed it.
And now, after hearing about John's desperately sick wife, he's about to make an important phone call.
Hi, Doc. Andy Clark here. How are you today? Got a bit of an emergency. I know you're a busy guy. To listen to John talk about, his wife's cancer, it just really took me back to a year ago when I was scared stiff that I was going to lose my precious daughter to cancer, and I just knew I needed to do what I could do for him. Thank you so much. It's actually not an employee, it's his wife. Okay, thanks. I need to tell you, John, that I'm not Eddie Green on Andy Clark.
Oh, yeah? Oh my gosh. That's too funny.
Anyway, I just couldn't end my day without doing what I could. What I heard from you about your wife today really moved me. And I got a doc friend who deals with cancer patients, sort of the doc of last resort. And Monday morning, I'd like you to take your wife to see him, 11 o'clock.
Sure.
And, he's told me there's no guarantees, but he's prepared to give her a full assessment and tell you what he thinks and do whatever he can, and the full cost will be on me.
Oh, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it.
Happy to do it, brother.
backbone of my family. She holds us together, and I don't know. She's a strong lady, and she means everything to me. So, well, thank you. I really appreciate it.
You go home to your wife.
I sure will.
And let me know how you make out on Monday morning.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Take care. Oof.
I feel good knowing I've thrown John and his family a lifeline. You know, I really hope that at a minimum it buys him more time with her, that it can increase her quality of life for whatever time she's got. I mean, how many times in a lifetime you get to make that kind of positive change in someone's life?
Each one of these players will make entertainment history. You're playing $5 million.
Right here, right now. We'll show you around. Need help after losing your job unexpectedly? The Skills Future Job Seeker Support Scheme, or the JS Scheme, is here for you. Administered by Workforce Singapore, the scheme aims to support job seekers who are involuntarily unemployed. Such job seekers can receive temporary financial support of up to $6,000 over 6 months, with monthly payouts capped at their past average gross monthly income. The monthly payouts stop when the job seeker secures a job. Are you eligible for the scheme? You must be a Singapore resident aged 21 and above. Reside in Singapore in a property with annual value of up to $31,000. Became unemployed due to involuntary reasons such as retrenchment, business closure, dismissal, or medical reasons. Those who tendered resignation or left after duly completing their work contracts are not eligible to apply, and at the time of application, earned an average gross monthly income of $5,000 or less in the past 12 months, excluding employer CPF contributions. Was previously employed in Singapore for at least 6 months in the past 12 months. Need to speak to someone? Meet with a JS Scheme ambassador at the following locations. For more information, visit go.gov.sg/jobseekersupport or call the WSG hotline at 6883-5885.
Hi.
Hi.
You never know. You never guess what's going on here. When I was doing this video, I was supposed to be with this guy. Guess who this guy is? It's Mr. Andy Clark himself. And yeah. And the best thing is that he's got his own doctor that wants to see you about it. So I don't know what to say, baby. He's got his own doctor that wants to look at you Monday, and he'll help us out. How was that? Oh, yeah. It is, eh?
Yeah.
All right, baby. I love you, and I'll talk to you in about an hour, okay?
All right, man.
Okay. Talk to you later. Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
That's absolutely fantastic. So, I can hardly wait till Monday.
I think it's reawakened in me a sense of family, how truly important people are to our business. If I can remind our management people that, you know, despite the bottom line we're all chasing, above all else, we really need to care for our fellow worker. If I can bring that to the executive table, to the board meeting, and keep driving that point home, I think I'll have done a good thing for the business.
Coming up, Rachel, Jordan, and Greg are called to HQ for an unexpected meeting with the boss.
Are you kidding? Oh,
That's fantastic.
Andy Clark's week of secret surveillance is up.
Good morning. This past week has been absolutely fabulous. In Yellowknife, I got to work with a woman, and it left me with the thought that as we struggle to find more tradesmen, that women are a great source of tradespeople that I don't think we've paid enough attention to. In Calgary, I learned that the feeling down there is that they're playing second fiddle to the Edmonton shop, and that's something we got to change. So I want all of us here at 9 o'clock tomorrow morning to roll up our sleeves and get out of here.
Thanks, Andy.
Rachel, Jordan, and Greg have been summoned to HQ. This week they broke Andy down, but he's about to build them up.
How are you?
Bad.
Oh, Mr. Clark, how are you doing? So I heard you had a trainee last week.
Yes.
He looks very familiar for some reason.
Meet you, Andy.
Yeah, I was also Eddie Green. Oh my God.
Let me just digest this for a sec.
Jordan, it's been a long time since I've met a young man who's impressed me as much as you have. Oh, thank you. So the reason I went undercover was to get a true sense of what site life is really like today. You mentioned a few ideas to me on site, and when I asked you about them, you said there wasn't really a good venue to bring those ideas up to line to manage. So that's something that we've very way change. Thank you. You told me about how you wanted to expand your family and bring foster children into your home. That's why I give you $5,000 so that I can assist you in that regard. Appreciate that very much. Very much. And you talked about your favorite football team, the Minnesota Vikings. So we're going to make arrangements for you and your wife to go and see a Vikings game. Are you kidding? Oh, are you calling? Oh, wait, are you serious? Is your wife a football fan too? She will be. Thanks for coming in.
Oh, I'm feeling fantastic to hear from the CEO of the company himself that he appreciates what I've done and the hard work I've put in. That means the world to me.
Did I scare you when I had the nail gun pointed towards me rather than away from me?
A little bit, yes.
I was really impressed with you as a tradesperson. That impression is so strong that I'm going to work with our HR people to make sure that we go out and recruit more women. One of the things that you told me about that made me so sad was that you either have to use the men's washroom or you got to go home. So effective immediately, I want you to know that we're going to have a ladies' washroom on your work site.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. And you mentioned tools when we were on site. I can tell you were frustrated. Do everything we can to ensure that we upgrade our supply and quality of tools to our projects. You mentioned to me when we were working about your passion for arts and crafts. We're going to make a donation to the Yellowknife Arts and Crafts Guild.
That's fantastic.
In your name. But I want to do something personal for you. I want to send you and a friend to Victoria, British Columbia for a long weekend so that you can enjoy the arts and crafts scene.
Fantastic. Eddie, it feels pretty nice that my ideas and my thoughts were actually heard by the boss.
I enjoyed my time with you. Learned a lot about the shop and yard, and I was kind of taken by how much time it took you to, catalog all the tools. And when I talked to our IT people, there's got to be a better way for us to track that in a more cost-efficient, time-efficient way. It became pretty evident that we need a bigger truck, and we're going to move that into high gear. No, that's awesome to hear. That's great. We compared notes on some of our daughter's struggles, and what we want to do for you is send you and your wife and your daughter golfing holiday to Mexico at a high-end, all-inclusive resort. And when you're there, there's going to be a special golf tournament to raise funds for the Alberta Cancer Foundation. And it's something that I think we can do to help you on your healing journey. And we want to make sure that we get you good counseling support and help you be able to take time off when you need it. So that you can finish that healing journey and be as strong as you can be.
She's probably just like smiling so hard right now that this is happening. Unbelievable.
It's a great blessing for me to be able to support you in this way. So
incredible, man. Incredible. Thank you so much. This is unbelievable. My wife and my daughter are going to be just so happy about what I've got to tell them when I get home.
But Andy's got some unfinished business. There's one more person he wants to see.
Bacteria, the root cause of all of the issues.
John, hi. Really good to see you.
How are you doing?
How are you? I'm doing great. Just real curious to see how you're doing. I know you had a visit with a specialist. I understand that your wife's got a real fight in her hands. And
she's a real fighter, I'll tell you. She's feeling really good the last couple of days. It's pretty amazing when you see her in a good day. It's like it makes your day.
John, I can't begin to imagine, the pain and the financial burden that you've been going through. And I know that some time ago you took a loan from the company for $5,000. I want you to know that you can just forget about the loan. I've written that off. Thank you. Anyway, there's a couple other things I wanted to tell you, and I guess one was, corporately we want to give you $5,000 just to help you. I know it's been a tough season for you financially, and knowing the love and devotion that you have for your wife's moved me to want to give you another $5,000 personally, just to so that you can take whatever time you need to be with your family.
Thank you. She wants to go home to see her kids so badly, but that'll make her so happy.
Our prayers are with you, brother. Yeah, well, I had no idea this was going to be as emotional a journey as it was. He's taught me that we do have a special culture here, that our people, number one, care about the business deeply, and I think that our people care about our people. And as the founder of this business, I couldn't have wished for anything more.
fan club, which is a group of family friends who used to come over every 2 weeks, and it was always something that I'm going to do. That's still the name of it, even though in 2001. Auntie Marian was in her 40s when she came to work with us. So she was our helper from the time I was about 5 years old to the time I was 26. So she lived with us, cooked for us, cleaned for us, took care of us, raised us, basically. So she's been living with us for pretty much my whole life. So she had come to Singapore with me for 56. And then to one family, because I knew one of the children that she looked after as a grown up, and that's how I got the information. We got a helper because both my parents were working at the time, and they just needed someone to be in the house with them to make sure I was fed and taken care of, to look after me when we were away. My father was a gynecologist. He worked really long hours, and my mom was the theatre actress at rehearsals, and they both just were out of the house most of the day. Said, okay, we just have to do the Singapore thing and we get a helper. I didn't get a helper to raise my child though, and I also didn't want to feel that my children were brought up by somebody else. But she did bring up my children, right? Because at home when I'm not there, she's there and always no problem. Actually, I have no idea how you saw her or what you saw her as. I only remember what my mom has told me, which is that she came to the house and said, hi, I'm Magdalene, I'm here to stay with you. And immediately I just said, where are you going to sleep? Can I stay with you tonight? So this goes to show how warm.
Okay. One more thing. What the?
Wow! How would you like to meet Graham and Flora Powell? We're vegans. Vegans?
Instead of meat or eggs or dairy products, like cheese, ice cream, or milk.
The pursuit of wealth is fine, but those who do it to the exclusion of everything else are pathetic. You know the type. All they want are fast cars and pretty girls. That's so shallow. I'm gonna mash him with the cold slaw.
Is this the townhouse here? A sensitive man of the night.
Yes. Sometimes I even cry. This is your relief, teacher?
This on our wedding night.
Under one roof. Vegan in Villa.
As vegans, it's against our principles to eat eggs laid by battery ants.
Yeah. We don't eat mechanical eggs either. Battery hens are kept in cages their whole lives. It's quite cruel.
I agree. It's like they've been put in prison. Exactly. Also, as much as possible, I'd rather eat fruit that falls naturally from trees.
We try not to eat fruit that has to be picked. Although it can't be helped sometimes.
Of course it can. You just have to be patient and wait for the fruit to fall.
Well, you could always shit the tree really hard if you're hungry.
What's that smell? Hi guys, I bought fruit for everyone. Did it fall off a tree? No, it fell off the back of a truck. Lucky the driver wasn't looking. Of course it fell off a tree.
How unusual.
It looks very unfriendly. It smells unfriendly too. Unfriendly? It's like perfume. hell could invent fragrance like this?
What are you up to? You're trying to get me to...
It's just a fruit.
You haven't been to Singapore if you haven't had durian.
Alright. Can't taste as bad as it smells.
It's not for me. Really? Are you sure? Try a little. It's an acquired taste. No thanks. I'll stick to apples.
I like it.
You do?
It's delicious. It smells a bit strong, but it tastes heavenly.
Oh wow.
Hi, Michael.
What are you doing here?
Just hanging around.
Hanging around? It's 3 in the morning. Are you living alone? Kind of. My sisters are out of town. At the moment. Oh, okay.
I prefer the dark.
But I can't see.
You don't have to see. You just need to feel.
When it comes to filling a job, there's a stack of documents involved. Whether it's adding business details,
And she showed up at 3 in the morning and wouldn't leave. She was all over me. All over you, huh? Isn't what you think. And she kept calling me Peter.
I told you not to accept those gifts. She could be working undercover for the tax department.
It's all your fault. Me? What did I do? She's your teacher. Get off my bed. Tell her you need some extra tuition or something.
I told you not to lead her on.
But I didn't lead her on. You know it took me 3 hours to get rid of her? Look me at such a professional. Use all my account management skill to find her to leave. You bribed her. I even thought of going to bounce at my club to help me. But, well, they all hate me. This is just a Melrose Place. You think TV series of Jalan Bishan or something like that?
Bishan here.
Do you mind? I have a crisis on my hands.
I thought you enjoyed being pursued by crazy women. Now you'll have her and the tax department after you. So what are you going to do?
Tax department. Hey, hello. Why washing now? Oh no. Why become like that?
Michael's not at home. Well, he's not here either.
Sure no, this one got to America no more. It have it, eh? Don't have it, it have it. What the hell?
To discuss our wedding plans, you know.
Huh? Oh. Oh, wow.
Drop by.
So, what did she want?
You were supposed to call her.
She just left my flat 30 minutes ago. You're the woman's wacko.
I mean, like, the lights are on, but there's no one home? Yeah, kind of like the elevator doesn't go all the way up to the top floor. Right now, if you were trying to talk to one, you'd see light coming out the elevator. It's a fine time to be laughing and joking when you've got a mad woman on the wall, pal.
She's not mad! You were supposed to discuss wedding plans with her. Didn't you use your pub management skills to stop her?
I did. I agreed with everything she said.
God, you're such a jerk! I should take her seriously, you know!
I know, but she wouldn't go. So I had to say something to make that nutcase leave. Hey, Jack, have you enjoyed driving with a crazy? To marry this fool, just keep in mind the Lizzie Borden story. That woman snapped one day and chopped up her family with an axe.
Don't be ridiculous! This boo is not insane!
Don't could be right. She could be like a woman in Basic Instincts with a toothpick. The one in Fatal Attraction who cooked the rabbit in a stew. I could be next. I could be rabbit stew. She's a screwball. She's a man-eater. She'll chew you up and spit out the bones. Over here, cannibal. It's making me crazy. She keeps forcing all these presents on me. She even gave me a picture of herself. Looks like a nice girl to me. She reminds me of my ex-girlfriend Charlotte. Really? Why don't you give Miss Poole a call? You want a number? No. But if she's anything like my ex, she'll like it if you're really firm with her.
Nice. I'll be ready in a while. I'll need one at this time.
Correct. I was too scared to step on the house on after the phone all day. I'm starving.
I hear he's cooking rabbits too.
Dinner's ready, Lizzie.
Hey, is this
The perfect vegan, right, Denise?
sexy?
You know, this looks just like the vegetarian meal we had at 20 Romas. You bet. Looks very exotic. I've never seen anything like it before. It's a local specialty.
It smells terrific.
What's this strange looking thing? It's rolled bean curd skin. What's this? Oh, that's spongy bean curd skin. You must try it.
And this? It looks like meat.
This thing here? It's mock pork. Looks like the real thing, doesn't it? What are we waiting for? Come on, eat. Are you sure it's not pork? It tastes meaty.
Well, we might not get another chance to come back to Singapore, so what up to you?
Oh, great job. Hey, I didn't know you could eat great job. What do you mean? What's great job? Spare parts. Intestine, lungs, liver, kidneys. Oh, you poisoned me. Are you sure it's...
Jim, I thought it would taste worse than this.
Are you mad? You've just eaten an animal. This is your doing. He tricked us. What trick? I didn't force you to eat it. I say international. I'll make sure you get blacklisted and stripped of your presidency, you cannibal. Petrified. Who's gonna believe a vegan? The business world's a carnivore world, okay? Behave just like an animal. This is how business is done. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there. Sorry, a vegetable outgrow vegetable world.
Sabo mi ah.
just always comes to my lips.
Do you feel a little guilty about eating the pig?
It should be. What we did was blasphemous. How will I ever forgive myself?
Well, why don't I give you 10 lashings for some asparagus views? I think I feel hungry.
Andrea, I know you just suffered a traumatic experience, but you said I should be firm with Marilyn. Oh, the woman who looks like my ex-girlfriend. It's Miss Boo. Should I say Miss Scoop Boo? Yes.
This cuckoo.
The more I think about it, the more she reminds me of Charlotte. Charlotte majored in literature and music, just like your Marilyn. And she plays the violin beautifully too. And I think that's your way. Look! I can't take it anymore. Let me get rid of it. But someone leave me alone. Look at that. Michael, we got Gucci. I know I'm good looking, cool, and a funny guy, but what if she's so obsessed with me? Single-minded person. But I keep turning her down, and she still won't give up. A woman with a sense of purpose. It's like nothing else matters to her except marrying me. She knows what she wants in life. That's all? Yeah. You just gotta toss that song when it's fresh. Yeah. What? I mean, rock Can you leave? I'll take you for a week. I'll be your food tasting. Just in case brothers need to meet again. Sorry, bro. I should have given you that. What's wrong? Don't record me. Have some milk. Is this another sick joke? No. It's not cow's milk. Game. What's wrong? What's wrong? This is it. Big showdown. High noon. What if you really want to go? I'm sure she will. Just don't take any risks. Oh boy. It's going to be harder than I thought. This is Korea. And you know him. The coward. I'll leave you guys alone. You can call me Mary. And you can call me Al.
这个我们之前有很多次送快递，那时候疫情的时候。
Feelings. And he's quite emotional about you. But he's worried that doesn't possess the same enthusiasm that you have.
Why not? It's different. We are meant for each other.
No, we're not. We're different. You're serious? I'm easygoing. You like Mozart? I like Bananarama. You like Wuthering Heights? I like Spider-Man.
But we both like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
What Michael's trying to say is that your image of Michael is not the same as Michael's image of Michael. You saw something in Michael that was special to you, so you built up this image of Michael, which Michael let you believe. Because Michael, in truth, really isn't that special. That's right, I'm not special. Wait a minute.
But that's so well.
So you placed all your hopes on me, but you backed the wrong horse. Exactly. You picked the loser. Hey!
I made a mistake.
There's still time to change. Just like Elizabeth realized that the vicar, Mr. Collins, was the wrong man for her and married Darcy in the end.
Pride and Prejudice, that story.
Jane Austen's one of my favorite writers. I understand. You live in Europe.
I do. And I compose too.
You do? I play the tuba.
Really? I've written some viola and tuba duets, but no one's played them yet.
I play the maracas.
Most men don't like Jane Austen. It's so refreshing to find one who does.
I like to think of myself as a sensitive man. I'm sensitive. I listen to Barry Manilow. Sometimes I even feel sorry for the vegetables I eat. I'm a vegan, you see.
Vegan. How noble. I've always looked up to them.
I'm being a vegan for a week. I am. I like Brussels sprouts.
Michael, I've been wrong about you and the whole Wuthering Heights thing. I don't think we can get married.
Do you want to marry me? Are you sure? So sick. I'm so crushed.
Michael, don't take it so hard.
I'm sure he'll be back to his old self in no time, unfortunately. If you weren't serious about Marilyn in the first place, you shouldn't have accepted all those gifts. You were leading her on. You didn't want to hurt her feelings. What was I supposed to do?
You could have said no. You gave me the wrong impression. You lied to me.
You creep!
You agree?
Okay. I'll be more considerate of other people's feelings from now on. Can I keep the Spider-Man action figure you gave me? Is that a yes?
Sam was right. There are so many different things I've never seen before.
I hope you haven't got any meat in there. Meat?
You see?
Of course not. Meat eaters.
They're the worst kind.
Are you sure you don't mind if I stay with Harold?
Sure, I'll be fine. Don't worry. I've got the spare room. I was all ready for you, Graham.
Wonderful. We can discuss our plans to go backpacking around the world.
Wait, because all the vegan comments are gone. Bye, everyone.
So, you've thought about this carefully?
Yes. Graham won't like it, you know. I'm aware of that.
I not too surprised since I didn't notice the warning signs.
I'm glad you understand, Cool. Right. I'm ready.
Meat eaters of the world, unite!
Bác của cô là người phá nhà vậy đó hả cô? Thì một cái đó cũng là sự thật là bác cô vợ chồng phá nhà. Không, cô đâu có lợi nhà, cô nói về nhà hàng mà. Không muốn dùng cái từ phá nhà nhưng mà thật sự là tức là cái từ phá nhà.
I think okay. Stupid one.